Did you know that dogs have been saving human lives for centuries, not just as companions, but as true heroes? According to a report by the American Humane Association, more than 10,000 dogs in the United States alone are officially recognized as service or rescue dogs each year. And beyond those trained roles, countless everyday pets have acted on instinct, courage, and loyalty to protect their humans from danger. That means the furry friend sleeping at your feet right now could have the potential to be a lifesaver. But here's the question. What makes a dog go from a regular household companion to a hero in a moment of crisis? Is it training, instinct, or the unshakable bond they have with you? In this video, we're diving into 5 incredible real-life stories of dogs who saved lives. Each one reveals not just the bravery of these animals, but also the deep connection between humans and their pets. By the end, you'll not only be amazed, you'll also see your own dog in a whole new light. Stay with me, because these stories will prove once and for all, dogs aren't just our best friends, they're also our heroes. 1. Kabang, the dog who saved 2 children. In 2011 in the Philippines, a small mixed-breed dog named Kabang became a global symbol of bravery. Kabang was living with her family in the city of Zamboanga when one afternoon 2 young girls, her owner's daughter and niece, were playing near a busy street. Suddenly, a motorcycle sped toward them. There was no time for the children to react. But Kabang didn't hesitate for even a second. She leapt in front of the bike, knocking the girls out of harm's way and taking the full impact herself. The accident left Kabang with devastating injuries. Her snout was torn off completely. Most dogs wouldn't have survived such trauma, but remarkably, Kabang pulled through. Her story spread across the world, and donations poured in from people in over 40 countries to cover her medical treatment. Veterinarians at the University of California, Davis performed multiple surgeries, not just to help her survive, but to give her a chance at living a comfortable life. And she did. Kabang went on to live several more years, beloved by her family, and celebrated as a national hero. Why does this matter to you? Because it shows just how powerful the bond between humans and dogs really is. Kabang wasn't trained to protect or save lives. She was simply a loyal family dog. Yet, in a split second, she made a choice that put her own safety second to the lives of the children she loved. This is instinct mixed with devotion, and it's something every dog owner can feel deep down when they look into their pet's eyes. So the next time your dog follows you from room to room, lies at your feet, or guards the door at night, remember, it may look like ordinary behavior, but behind it is a powerful instinct to keep you safe. Kabang's story is proof that even the most unassuming pet can become a hero when it matters most. 2. Kelsey, the golden retriever who kept her owner alive. In Michigan, on a freezing New Year's Eve, a man named Bob slipped on the ice outside his home and broke his neck. The temperature was well below zero, the snow was thick, and no one was around to hear his cries for help. It could have been the end. But Bob wasn't alone. His golden retriever, Kelsey, was right there with him. Kelsey immediately sprang into action. For nearly 20 hours, she lay across Bob's body, wrapping him in her warm fur to keep his core temperature from dropping fatally low. She didn't stop there. Every time Bob started to lose consciousness, Kelsey barked and howled into the night, refusing to give up until someone came. Eventually, a neighbor heard her cries and called for help. Rescuers arrived just in time to rush Bob to the hospital, where doctors said he only survived because of Kelsey's relentless warmth and determination. Golden retrievers are famously loyal and affectionate, but this story goes beyond instinct. It's about a dog's unwavering will to protect her human, even when the odds are against them. Kelsey didn't just save Bob physically. She reminded us of something every pet owner knows in their heart. Your dog would never abandon you, not in your happiest moment, and certainly not in your darkest. Think about that for a second. How many times has your dog snuggled beside you on the couch or leaned against you when you were sad? To them, that closeness isn't just comfort, it's survival. In Bob's case, it literally was. So the next time you feel your dog's warm body pressed against you, remember Kelsey's story. That warmth isn't just affection, it's protection, loyalty, and love. bundled into one. And in Bob's case, it was nothing less than life-saving. But before we jump into the next story, let me ask you something. If you're enjoying these incredible tales of hero dogs, why not join our community of pet lovers right now? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video, give this one a quick like to help it reach more people, and tell me in the comments, has your dog ever done something to protect you or your family? Even a small thing like barking at a stranger or refusing to leave your side when you were sick? I'd love to read your story. All right, let's get back to our countdown of life-saving pups. 3. Max, the blind Labrador who saved his family. From a fire in Queensland, Australia, a loyal Labrador named Max proved that even a disability can't stop a dog from being a hero. Max was completely blind, yet he was the first to sense danger when a fire broke out in his family's home during the middle of the night. While the flames and smoke spread quickly, Max barked furiously, running from room to room, refusing to stop until every family member was awake. His loud, persistent barking guided them through the smoke and out the door, giving them just enough time to escape before the house was engulfed. What makes Max's story so powerful is that his blindness didn't hold him back. In fact, it may have sharpened his other senses. Dogs rely heavily on their hearing and sense of smell, and Max detected the smoke before anyone else. Instead of panicking, he focused entirely on protecting his humans. Think about that. In a moment when most animals would run, Max ran toward his family to save them. The family later said that without Max, they wouldn't have made it out alive. Firefighters confirmed that only minutes separated them from tragedy. Max may not have been able to see, but he clearly saw what mattered most, keeping his family safe. This story is a reminder that dogs don't measure their worth by what they can't do. They act on what they can. And what they can do time and time again is extraordinary. For pet owners, it's a powerful message. Your dog doesn't have to be perfect to be your protector. Whether it's a nudge, a bark, or simply lying by your side, those small acts can mean everything. So the next time you watch your dog perk up at a sound you didn't hear, or sniff the air as if something's off, remember Max. His instincts weren't just sharp, they were life-saving. And they might just be the hidden shield standing between you and danger. 4. House, the German Shepherd who fought off a rattlesnake. In Florida, a German Shepherd named House showed what true courage looks like when he stepped between danger and the little girl he loved. 7-year-old Molly was playing in her backyard when a rattlesnake suddenly appeared. Venomous and aggressive, the snake posed a deadly threat. Before Molly even realized what was happening, House jumped in front of her, shielding her small body with his own. The snake struck again and again. House took multiple bites, each one pumping venom into his body, but he never backed down. His only focus was Molly's safety. By the time Molly's grandmother rushed over, House had already endured 3 venomous bites. He collapsed, but his act of bravery meant Molly was completely unharmed. Veterinarians fought for House's life, giving him massive doses of anti-venom and fluids. The bills mounted quickly, but when the story spread, people across the country rallied together, donating thousands of dollars to cover his treatment. Against all odds, House survived, and when he finally walked out of the clinic, weak but alive, he was welcomed as a local hero. German Shepherds are often known for their protective instincts. They're working dogs bred to guard and defend, but House wasn't on duty. He wasn't trained for emergencies. He was simply being a family dog, driven by loyalty and love. In that moment, he chose to put himself between Molly and mortal danger, even at the cost of his own life. For every pet owner watching, this story is a chilling reminder of the devotion your dog carries in their heart. They don't see you as just their caretaker. You are their family, their pack, their entire world. And when faced with danger, many won't hesitate to act, just like House did. So the next time your dog positions himself between you and a stranger on a walk, or stands guard near your children, remember, that's not just behavior. That's love in its bravest form. 5. Duke, the rescue dog. Who saved a baby's life in Connecticut, a quiet family night nearly turned into tragedy, until their adopted shelter dog, Duke, proved he was far more than just a pet. The family's newborn baby had stopped breathing in the middle of the night. No one in the house stirred, no alarm went off. but Duke knew something was wrong. Normally a calm and gentle dog, Duke suddenly leapt onto his owner's bed, trembling uncontrollably. He whined, barked, and pawed at them with frantic urgency. At first, they were confused. Duke had never behaved this way before, but his insistence made them get up and check the baby's room. What they found was terrifying. Their infant daughter was unresponsive, her tiny chest still. The parents rushed to call 911, and emergency responders were able to revive the baby in time. Doctors later confirmed that Duke's intervention made all the difference. Without him waking the family, their daughter might not have survived the night. What makes this story even more powerful is Duke's background. He had been a rescue dog, adopted from a shelter. Some might say he was the one who needed saving, but that night, it was Duke who saved the most vulnerable member of his new family. This story speaks directly to every dog owner's heart. It reminds us that dogs don't just live in our homes. They tune into our lives, our routines, even our silences. And sometimes that intuition can mean the difference between life and death. So the next time your dog acts strangely, barking at nothing, pacing, or trying to get your attention, pause for a moment. They may be sensing something you can't. Because as Duke's story shows, dogs don't just protect us from the dangers we see. Sometimes they protect us from the ones we never even knew were there. And there you have it. 5 incredible dogs who prove that courage, loyalty, and love know no limits. From Kabong in the Philippines to Duke right here in the US, these stories remind us that dogs aren't just our companions. They're our protectors, our family, and sometimes even our lifesavers. If these stories moved you, imagine how many more are out there waiting to be told. That's why it's so important to celebrate our pets, not just for the extraordinary moments, but also for the small everyday acts of love that mean the world. Before you go, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It really helps our community of pet lovers grow. And tell me in the comments, which of these hero dogs inspired you the most? I'd love to hear your story too. Now, if you want to keep going, here's something you can't miss. We've talked about how dogs save us, but did you know there are everyday things we do that can hurt them without realizing? Click the video on your screen now to discover the surprising ways you might be breaking your dog's heart and how to fix it. Trust me, you'll never look at your bond with your pet the same way again.